everything you'd expect from Audi.
I'd probably go for the VW Scirocco.
I think it's on a par with the A5.
It's lovely, but I think I've found a few things that I think is just stupidity.
It's not necessarily for driving to the south of France in.
When it comes to the Audi A1, expectations are high. Back in February, whatcar.com readers voted it their most anticipated car of 2010. Now this three-door is based on a Volkswagen Polo, but it's actually designed to compete with the BMW Mini. Prices start at just over £13,000 for the base model, but for that you get alloy wheels, aircon, electric front windows and an MP3 compatible stereo. But what do buyers think? Let's find out.
It all feels tactile and well laid out and clear. And there's some nice touches around here, for instance. And these, I mean, they've spec'd them on with the paddles, so you know you immediately feel good about things, don't you? I don't like the contrast line. I must admit, if you squint a little bit, you can see Ford car. But apart from that, I think it's great. You've got the line that runs along the middle of the car, and the general proportions are great. But I'd have it in a single colour, I think.
I'm lucky enough to have an A5 and an A3, and I wanted to see if they could carry on that build quality into the A1, and first impressions are they have. If you look at the LEDs that are out there now on an A4, even the R8 and an A5, you can see they're like individual LEDs from a distance. It's not till you get close up with there you can actually see they're individual. When you're as far back it just looks a line, and I think whoever did come up with that idea at Audi was genius.
It's lovely, but I think I've found a few things that I think is just stupidity. Like the handbrake. I think you can't lift it up without getting in the way of the armrest. Really small in the back. Like he couldn't get in. Like his head was hitting the ceiling before it was touching the headrest. And I think if you had a shunt from the back in an accident, it would be quite bad for neck.
My only reservation is in the back, just with the level of the bar that runs across the roof near the head restraints. That's all. I found that my head actually hit the roof rather than before it hit the restraint, which could be an issue. But other than that, ticks all the boxes, I'd say. I particularly like the way that line runs around the car and just stays at that complete level all the way around, along with the bonnet, and yeah, it's really, they've done a really good job with the styling.
I'm surprised they didn't bring out the Sportback first, because that concept is one that on the A3 has been proven. I've got one. What I do like, of course, is the Audi quality. It's just everywhere. I mean, I've had Audis for a long time, and you can just sit in the seat and you can just feel it, can't you? It's just there all the time.
Now you can already order the A1 at a dealer, but the first deliveries won't start until November time at the earliest. You can keep up to date with all the A1 news until then though on whatcar.com.